No, that one's okay. It's the kids in the hall that's a problem. Okay.
Hola, nosotros vamos a hacer unas partes de la libro que leemos. Y yo estoy haciendo la niña que escribe la libro. Este es ella. And now we're just gonna present it in English. So this is how her childhood connected to the book. She grew up in rural New Hampshire, which is right here where the arrow is. And she grew up like Catherine and Christy because she did the same events like they did, and it's like her childhood was in the book, and how her children connected with the book. She has 2 children, and it connected with the book because as David, he has autism and so does one of her children. She didn't start writing fiction until high school. Her first attempt was a ghost story, and also in college she had some short stories and won a contest with them, and her stories were published. And after college, she got married and became a teacher and taught 1st grade and 6th grade. When her children grew, she started writing fiction again. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jade.
All right. Next, we have Carson and Elena.
Get in there.
Okay, this is our presentation about rules. First, the point of view. The narrator's point of view.
The narrator, which is who tells the story and how. And a first-person narrator is someone in the story that is telling the story.
The third person point of view. Not in the story, but tells the story.
And the narrator in rules is Catherine, which means she is a first-person narrator because she is in the book telling the story.
Narrator's facts. She is a girl. She lives in her house.
She is a sister, and she lives near a lake. And on page 50, it says, I want to be, oh wait, no, it says, I want each month's flower to be a surprise. And this proves that she is a first-person narrator because she said I. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next we have Layla and Bodie.
This is our presentation about rules on setting.
So, setting is the time and place in the story. As you see, we have the clock here and the sun is like beach and stuff. So the first setting that we wrote down was Catherine's room.
Another setting is Catherine's house.
Now we know that's in summer vacation and it's in the present.
Because her friend at Christy, in the summer she has to go with her dad, and she is gone with her dad, and she is still in her house. Well, she's still at where they are.
So another setting is she is by the ocean, because when she was driving by the therapist's place at the clinic, when she was driving by, she loved driving to that place because she could see the waves and how they just went up, and so that gave us an idea she is by the ocean.
We think the year is about 2000 to 2001 because in 2000 to 2001 there were video stores, so we thought that was a clue.
And there are not video stores any longer typically in the United States.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that was a video store, but the pond, Christy took Catherine to the pond. I don't remember why exactly.
It was because Christy wanted to have fun and show what she liked to do. So they went to the pond to go swimming. And then one other thing that we thought was important, well, it was more of a downer. So the garden, when her dad was planting, we thought that was important too. So.
And then there was the clinic, but they do live in a town because there's neighbors, and then there's not a bunch of farmland or space, or not out in the open. They're kind of in a city area and a town. So.
Layla, you used the word downer. I'm wondering if you could give a quick definition of what you mean by the word downer.
So it's not the important setting. It's more of the where it takes where a part takes place. So it's not the big setting. It's more of the smaller settings.
Smaller settings. Secondary setting, yes.
And then there's also Christy's house, because they went there to make the posters.
Yeah. Christy also invites Catherine over to see what, to show her around and tell her a little bit about herself, and
And then there's Catherine's backyard for when she was doing the grill, and she was gonna invite Christy, but she wasn't there, and so they couldn't. But in the backyard was the part where it was a grill. I'd have to say that was a smaller setting.
And so also what a smaller setting is when she had the barbecue, when
It was evening.
It was evening, yeah. But the thing is they didn't actually have the barbecue with Catherine and Christy, but that's why it was the evening, because it told that they were gonna have the barbecue, but they couldn't because Christy was gone with her dad. So, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
And now we